Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to the Forgotten City. In the last episode, we found ourselves in the past. We were exploring a cave, going past some rather disturbing golden statues, and we found a kind of time portal doodad thing, and we find ourselves back in ancient Roman times, 65 CE to be precise. Now, we were told to go speak to the Magistrate. Hello there. You're right.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
I'm Ida.
A curious name to match a curious accent. But I digress. I see you have the piercing and astute eyes of Athena. You must be a woman of great learning. We're always happy to welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitia will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago.
It's beautiful. I just want to get out. No, Ida is an archaeologist. She's an archaeologist, and this is apparently a genuine Roman settlement with Romans. Like, I think she'd be amazed. It's beautiful.
Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
Can't say I have. Yeah, but no. No, I don't believe any place is without sin. It's human nature. Can't say I have.
Nor could I, until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
Okay. These questions will be available later. Well, I'm asking them all right now. I'm curious. Okay, the first things first. Midas. That was the fella who could turn people to gold. I was having a brain fart in the last episode. I was like, my brain was like, minus. No, it's not minus. Midas. That is a very good question. What counts as a sin here? What did you mean when you said Proserpina sent me? Why can't you investigate? Do you have any suspects? If I do this, will you help me get back to my own time? I don't have any questions right now. Okay, so here is our mystery. What is going to cause the downfall of this city? Yeah, I think this first and foremost, because I mean, sin can differ depending on morality. Like, for example, in the case of suicide, I know in Catholicism that's considered a sin. Personally, do I consider it a sin? No, I think that is someone who needs help. I don't think we should be, oh, they're a sinner. They're a sinner and they took the easy way out. No, fuck that noise. That was someone suffering. Just because someone's suffering doesn't, oh, they're bad. No. What counts as a sin here?
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
Okay. So just so I'm clear, so this is taking place in the time of the Roman Empire, not the Roman Republic. Okay. Makes sense to me. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. What is legal isn't always moral, and many of your laws and customs are considered barbaric where I'm from. That is also a good point. Laws and customs change and evolve over time. I mean, at one stage it was considered like, oh yeah, we can, this person is queer, we can stone them. Hell, there are some places that still do that to this day. And again, on a personal level, I would say, yeah, no. Being queer, that's fine. Stoning someone, hell no. This is too open for interpretation. This rule is too open for interpretation. Oh, God, how does anyone do anything? Because anything and everything could be considered a sin to someone. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. What is legal isn't always moral, and many of your laws and customs are considered barbaric where I'm from.
Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civilizing force in the known world. Rome is a beacon of light in the darkness. For 800 years she has borne great statesmen, philosophers, poets, artists, and engineers. We have comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless warring tribes all across the Mediterranean and beyond, from Gallia to Judea. All our citizens are treated the same, regardless of the color of their skin or their sexual preference. Can you say the same? When our people are starving, they are given food rations, and when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so on. No other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric?
Maybe those warring tribes wanted you to leave them the fuck alone. Maybe. The Scottish had the right idea. The Scottish had the right idea. Be scary as fuck. Make them think they entered hell and they'll leave us the fuck alone. My mistake. Don't your laws allow slave ownership? Don't your people watch blood sports for entertainment? Don't women have fewer rights than men? Don't you persecute Christians? Don't you practice collective punishment? Yeah, good old decimation. Don't your laws allow slave ownership?
Of course. What else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well.
I hope I don't want to lose this, but at the same time, I want to hear. I want a history lesson. I enjoy it, please. Don't your people watch blood sports for entertainment?
On occasion. But our gladiators are almost all volunteers seeking glory, or condemned prisoners who would have been executed anyway. I do not see the harm.
Then don't women have fewer rights than men?
Of course, but with fewer rights come fewer responsibilities, and the right to be protected by their fathers and husbands.
Oh, that just made me cringe. That just made me cringe. That is, For context, my goal in life, I want to be a wife. That is my grand goal, my ultimate dream. I do not have lofty ambitions. I want a husband or wife to take care of. That is my grand dream. But I am my own individual. I would like individual rights, please. Oh no. This, oof, no thank you. Don't you persecute Christians?
You mean the blasphemous cult responsible for burning down half of Rome last year? It's hard to blame the people for being angry about that.
Did they actually do... Because, I mean, also... Oh, wait a minute. That gives me exactly when this happened. So I'm crap with numbers. I'm crap with dates. The year 65 CE, meaningless to me. The sacking of Rome, or the burning down of Rome, this Nero is on the throne. Because everyone said that Nero fiddled whilst Rome burned. He didn't. He wasn't in Rome at the time. I'm pretty sure... Do we know for definite it was the Christians that burned Rome? I do not know. I do not know. But, do you have hard proof of that, sir? Do you have hard evidence? Don't you practice collective punishment?
Are you talking about our practice of decimation? Of course. We could hardly unite all these warring tribes without a disciplined, formidable legion.
Where I'm from, we consider those things to be abhorrent.
Well, right now, you're a long, long way from home. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
Okay, I will admit, he does make a fair point. You're a long way from home. Like, where you're from, this is abhorrent. You're not there now. You are here, and here, these are our laws. That I do understand. I do understand that, you can't just say, well, where I'm from, this is what happens. I don't give a shit where you're from. Here, these are the laws and societal customs of the land. Please respect that. You can't go to someone else's country and just expect my laws take precedence. Like, very, very valid, ruling there, but I just, like I said, sin is subjective. It's highly subjective. And I am nervous. What did you mean when you said Proserpina? What did you mean when you said Proserpina sent me?
You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you?
Ah, yes I do. We're not gonna lie. You're right. I'm from 2,000 years in the future.
2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please, tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become of us? Of this city?
You'd all been turned into golden statues. I didn't see anything. So this guy is aware of what's happening. He's done this ritual. He's aware that this rule we're all living by, this law is going to be broken today. Like, he's aware that tragedy is on his doorstep. I see no reason to lie. I see no reason to lie to him. You'd all been turned into golden statues.
I have imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times. But it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it.
How does the ritual work?
All I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across instructions. I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal. In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. The life of the person performing the ritual. I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future?
Oh. Oh god, time shenanigans. Time sent shenanigans. So, okay. So at this stage for him, he hasn't performed the ritual yet because it relies on his death. We've come through before he performs the ritual, but he has to perform the ritual at some point because I think that's what opened the portal. Oh god, time bullshit. God damn it. I did see human remains in the temple.
Ah, I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you?
I'll do my best. I can't promise an I'll do my best.
Well, I suppose that's all I can ask for.
Why can't you investigate?
Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal. As for me, well, it pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot.
Fair enough. Do you have any suspects?
Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore? What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better.
Fair enough. Or, how do I know you're not the person responsible? Come on, tell me what you really think. I mean, we don't. Like, we don't know this man from a hole in the ground. If this is the guy that performs the ritual, I don't think that would make sense. Like, why would you perform a ritual to try and save everything if you're the one who's going to break this law and that's what's going to screw everything over? We have no reason to trust this guy, but we also don't really have a reason to distrust him either. And as I said, if he's the one that's performed the ritual, it sounds to me like he wants the law to be upheld. So again, unlikely. I mean, to be fair, you could do something wrong by accident. You could commit a sin by accident because, again, sin is subjective. You might do something because, like, oh yeah, this isn't a sin according to my morality, and then it turns out, yeah, no, it's a sin here. Come on, tell me what you really think.
Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me out of office so that they can pursue their own misguided political agenda. Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness risk destabilizing the entire city. I would be looking very carefully at them if I were you.
If I do this, will you help me get me back to my own time?
If I understand Proserpina's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. Let me see if I can explain. If you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the Golden Rule, I won't need to bring you here. I won't create the portal, and you will never have been able to come here. Thus, you'll have created a paradox. If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past for all of us. Make sense?
Okay, time bullshit. Time bullshit. I think so. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? That's all the questions I had.
Ah, good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the Golden Rule?
All right, I'm in. It doesn't seem like I have much of it. Well, we don't. However, we don't need to be negative about it. All right, I'm in.
Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city. Talk to everyone. Help them if it will win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
All right, I'll get started.
Oh, and one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Okay. Oh, I'll get right on it. This will prioritize the new quest, showing its objective markers only. I'll get right on it. Okay. Yep, press tab. Okay, one second.
Ah, you've returned. Do you have any news about your investigation?
Yeah, I just... See, there's more shit. There's more shit to learn. Can we talk about who's going to break Golden Rule? I was hoping to ask you some questions about my investigation. What's your story? Do you know a way out of here? What do you think about the Golden Rule? I'd better get back to it. Yeah. What's your story?
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though Magistrate is the proper way to address me. Before I wound up here, I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians.
As someone who is descended from one of those barbarians, just because our culture didn't look like yours didn't mean it's barbaric. That being said, the irony, Callista, your English. How much of the English how much colonizing did the English do? So much. We did so much. What's a decurion?
It's a cavalry officer. I had 30 men under my command. This was my uniform.
Why are you still wearing it?
As Magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you, so it seemed prudent.
How did you end up here?
My men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and alleyways in every direction. They were trying to escape a terrible fire. Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse into a panic, and I remember it losing its footing by the water's edge. The next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far from here in the company of some stranger. I went looking for my horse and discovered that lonely temple. You can probably figure out the rest.
Correct me if I'm wrong, that would be, Rome is on the River Tiber. I'm pretty sure Rome is on the River Tiber. Because he was floating down the river, got picked up by a stranger, went and found a strange little temple. We were floating down a river, got picked up by a stranger, went and found the little temple. How did you come to be magistrate?
I was elected 7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my constituents. Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead.
Let's talk about something else.
Very well.
Do you know a way out of here?
If I did, I'd have led these people out of here already.
Fair enough. What do you think about the Golden Rule?
I've had plenty of time to think about it. Let me see if I can sum up my thoughts. I've always considered my guiding star to be the well-being of the Roman people. Our survival and prosperity have always hinged upon honoring the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. Give the gods what they want and we all prosper. Dishonor them and we all die. It's as simple as that. The real enemy in this place is not the Golden Rule, but human failings. The temptation to slide into degeneracy, greed, and hubris. I trust that answers your question.
It does. It does. I was hoping to ask you some questions about my investigation.
Ask then.
Okay, so these are the ones we asked before. That's all the questions I had.
Good. Now, was there something else you wanted to discuss?
We haven't learned anything, so we'll leave that. I'd better get back to it.
Thank you. I'll be waiting here for news.
Okay. Okay. So that's where the quest marker leads. However, I'm going to explore your house. Because I can, therefore I will. Ooh, okay, yeah, no, I don't want to steal anything. I don't want to steal anything. I'm just seeing what you have. Do you have anything I can read? A note from Sentilla. Sentilla expresses gratitude to Sentius for adopting her. Sentilla to Sentius. May Jupiter Optimus Maximus continue to protect and guide you. Thank you for making me your daughter and for the lovely birthday pendant. I promise I will wear it always. I feel so safe and fortunate to have you as my father and Sentia as my sister. I sense you've been feeling apprehensive about the election next month, but if you can just show them the strong and dependable man I know you to be, you will be re-elected. I'm sure of it. Okay. And there is no next page. Interesting. Okay. So you have an adopted daughter. Got it. Now then, so we could go that way. We have these two to talk to. Yeah, I want to talk to everyone. Let's start with you. You who insulted me.
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
Bitch! I will let it slide. I will let it slide this one time. What's your story?
I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the Magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why are you dressed like that?
I'm not from around here, charming. I'm not from around here.
Really? I'd never have noticed, what with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive mastery of our customs. Now, remind me, why are we having this conversation?
I wish I'd picked the option that gave me a gun. Madam, we have gotten off on the wrong foot here. Do you know a way out of here?
Ugh, what is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too. Is that it? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Sentilla. I wish you mouth breathers would just leave me alone.
Oh. Okay. Okay, potential intrigue number 1. Well, we will have to ask about that in the next episode because I'm just about out of time for this one. So until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members, such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davis, CGG, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.